Hello, my name is Mark Kane and I'm an Equine Dental Technician, and today we're going to be working on Kiwi here behind me, a 2.5-year-old standplate who's in the process of being broken. So we're going to start from scratch. This horse is a little bit nervous, he hasn't had too much done, but he seems to be sensible enough. We're going to do him completely unsedated and hopefully he'll be quiet. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to switch head collars and put one on him that's nice and loose in the teeth, so I have plenty of room to move around inside his mouth. But the main thing is to go into the stable nice and calm, not upset the horse, and just make everything as easy as possible on him. Let him know that we're not going to hurt him. Ooh, Kiwi. Ooh, the boy. Ooh, the boy. Now, like I say, Kiwi is only in the process of being broke and hasn't done an awful lot. Before he came here 2 weeks ago, he was only handled once in his life. But like I said, he seems like the nice sort. We shouldn't give us too much trouble here today. Yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is talk to him a little bit, put him on his knees, give him a rub, and what we call desensitize him. So rubbing him around the regions where the float is going to be moving. Let your fingers run in the regions where the float is going to be moving. Now don't try this at home because you could get your fingers taken off if you don't know where you're putting them. So as you can see, he wasn't nervous when he walked in. He's starting to trust me a little bit more now. We're talking to him. Good boy, Kiwi. Good boy. Now the first thing we're going to do is check the insides for taps. Because at his 2.5-year-old, he's liable for his front tooth to start being thrown out by the big teeth. Now at the moment this isn't happening yet, so all is good there. I'm going to do a little bit more desensitising on him. I can feel he has sharp points, and he's going to be one of the lucky few who doesn't get wolf teeth. Now very, very sharp points. This is the first thing Kiwi's ever been done. So now, bring our tools in and make a start. Oh, Kiwi. Now at first he's not going to know what's going on here. He's going to want to sniff things, he's going to want to smell things. He's going to want to move around a little bit maybe. And if he wants to move a little bit, I'm going to let him move, and I'm going to move with him. This is once again more desensitizing. I'm going in to work on the top first 3 molars here. Good boy. Now when he moves his head and tilts his head, I'm going to stay at the same angle as his head and just keep moving. Good boy, Kiwi. I'm also going to reassure him that everything's alright and that I'm not hurting him, but he's going to soon realise himself. Good boy, Kiwi. This doesn't hurt a horse in the slightest, as the horse has absolutely no nerves in their teeth, not where you're working, and it doesn't hurt them, and they can only feel the vibrations. Most horses are going to like it. Now, as you might be able to hear, it sounded a lot sharper, but now it's starting to get smoother, putting a nice little curve on the teeth. Now we're going to move across the mouth a little bit to get the very front points on them front teeth. Kiwi's just being a great patient. Good boy, Kiwi. One thing I love about young horses' teeth is that they're nice and soft and they're going to mould pretty quick. Now, as you can see on the rasp, there's not one piece of blood, and that's the way it has to be all the time. So now we're going to check and see how them teeth feel. Now, they're absolutely brilliant on the front. We just need to go back a little bit more on the second tooth. You might need to get a little bit more aggressive and maybe pull the float out a small little bit more just to get all the right angles. Attaboy, Kiwi. Attaboy, Kiwi. You have to learn how to stop now by biting it. Still, been an absolutely fantastic patient. Good boy, Kiwi. Remember, this is on an unsedated horse who's only ever been handled maybe 10 times in his life, and he's only here a week. Now, so that's his left hand side, the 102 arcade done. We're going to move over and do the 101 arcade on the far side of his mouth. Good boy, Kiwi. Now, just because he was quiet for the right hand side of his mouth doesn't mean he's going to be so quiet for the left hand side. It's all new to him. Good boy, Kiwi. Been an absolutely fantastic patient here. Attaboy. his gums, lips, or tongue. Now, that's an absolutely lovely shape on them teeth. So now, we're going to get a longer float, and we're going to move back down. Move further down the teeth, and get closer to the back. Good boy. Now this, sometimes horses don't react nice to this. This is probably the least favourite part of the whole thing, because they're coming into more contact with gums and such. Now as you can hear, that's very sharp. Good boy, Kiwi. This horse was showing trouble with his head when he was turning on the long reins. He was rearing, not badly, but just a little bit, and that would certainly be down to uncomfortableness in his teeth. As you can see, I'm keeping in contact in line with the eye, not to go back much further. And as you can hear, the teeth are getting smoother all the time as I go along. Good boy. If you know where my left hand is, it's just keeping a nice contact on his nose, scratching his nose all the while, keeping him happy. Where I'm not squeezing his nose, I'm not pulling down on the head collar, I'm making him feel tension. Good boy, Kiwi. Now, that's got nice and smooth for me there. Good boy, Kiwi. And we're going to move along to the other side after the quick rinse of the float. Like I said, young horse's teeth mould nice, quickly and easily, which makes my job easier. Good boy, Kiwi. Once again, give him a rub down the side and the outside of the cheeks just to desensitise and let him know what's coming. As you can see there, he's nearly opening his mouth for me now, which is a great sign. Now, moving back down the arcades. Good boy, Kiwi. And now we're doing the 1-0 arcade. Good boy, Kiwi. Same as on the last arcade. Everything sharp. Getting quiet all the time as it goes on. Good boy, Kiwi. When he twists his head, I move with him. Move the same angle to make sure not to catch any gums or lips. Good boy, Kiwi. I know it's second nicest. I love about the standard bred. It's one of the most intelligent breeds of horses I've ever seen. You know when you were doing good for them, and you make them the way happy. Now, I'm happy with how that's sounding. Good boy, Kiwi. Now it's time to put on the speculum. The first thing people ask me when they see this is, does it hurt? It doesn't hurt the horse in the slightest. People look and they start gasping, ooh, ah, torture the voice. Horses don't mind at the top. Sometimes it's just the noise that'll scare them. Now, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to put the strap up around the back of the neck first, so I can secure the speculum. But keep it in mind, this is a horse who's maybe been bitten 6 times in his life, so this might just not be the easiest thing to do. I'm going to put the hand into the interdental space, and get it to fit nicely and snug in between the front teeth. We're out squeezing it, we're not trying to hurt the horse here, we just want to make sure it's nice and stable. Maybe come up one more hole. Good boy, Kiwi. This horse's name is Kiwi because he's a New Zealand import, by the way. That's right. Now, I'm going to slap 2 fingers in like this, and I'm going to tickle the bars of his mouth on the top and bottom so he opens his mouth. I'm not forcing his mouth open, he's opening it for me and I'm just opening the speculum. Now I'm happy it's open to a good degree, so I'm going to have a peek inside, so you're making sure there's nothing standing out there shouldn't be that you can see straight away, which there isn't. I'm going to have a feel at the work I've just done, make sure I'm happy with everything's nice and smooth. And a boy, Kiwi, which it is. I'm happy with the way everything's been there. Now we're going to feel the bottom teeth, which is the teeth we're now going to work on. And them teeth are extremely sharp. Young horses' teeth are sharp very quick because they're constantly losing caps, etc., and they're erupting at a very fast rate. Now, I'm going to go back to my straight float, and we're going to work down the teeth. The pivot point is smack in the middle of the speculum, and that is the angle that you go on them teeth. Let the float follow the teeth down. Good boy, teeth. Good boy. I use the left hand to secure the float on the teeth. Good boy. Kiwi. Now, I'm going to try the other arcade. I think that arcade should be just about finished. Alright, boy, Kiwi, we're right, buddy. Yeah, if he wants to move his head, I'm not going to fight him on it, I'm going to let him move it. We're going to move with him. And he's happy, I'm happy. Remember, this is a completely unselected horse. Good boy, Kiwi. Now, once again, no red, no blood, just tooth dust. I'm going to feel down just to see where we've gotten done and what we've missed. I'm absolutely delighted with his right hand side arcade, and just one or two spots on his left hand side arcade, which would be the 103 arcade. Just checking my caps, just checking for the feel of caps on the top end, and there's none there, thankfully. Now just go back and get the couple of spots we missed on the bottom. That's right. On the bottom teeth we're floating the lingual side of the teeth which gets sharp. On the top teeth we float the buccal side. So on the bottom teeth we're floating down beside the tongue. On the inside of the teeth, the top teeth we float the outside. Now once again I'm absolutely delighted with the way everything is there. So we're going to go ahead and give him a quick break just for a second. Give him a nice pet, tell him he's done a good job. Good boy. Good boy. And we're going to get ready to start polishing up some bit teeth on this fella. Make a nice shape for the bit to sit in his mouth so he's comfortable and we have best control over him. Good boy. It's nice just to give him a break every now and then because their jaws can get a little bit sore if they're just being kept open. See how easy he opened it for me that time, you know there's nothing to be afraid of. Now we're going to go in and start making a groove on the bottom teeth for the bit teeth. Such a good boy. A good dentist can do everything by feel, knows how everything feels, how everything is, knows the angles that everything should be at without having to keep on looking and gawking in the mouth. And a boy Kiwi. Good boy Kiwi. Good boy Kiwi. Now we're going to go in with our diamond edge slope and polish up them bit teeth some more. It's great if you can do a horse once a day because they remember everything, especially on their first time, that they remember everything. And this little fella knows now that I'm not going to hurt him, but I'm here to do good for him. And when he eats his dinner tonight, he's going to be an awful lot happier. And the next time I come into this yard, he's going to be happy to see me. He's going to remember everything that's going on, because the once a day horse is knocked out, and then just wakes up, doesn't know what the hell happened to him. Good boy. Now, just going to do a quick check for wolf teeth. I couldn't see any, but just to make sure I can't feel any. No, we've got no wolf teeth there. Again. Good boy. One more quick look just to make sure I'm happy with everything. And that is the most of our work done. He's too young to have canine teeth just yet, so I'm not going to need to do any work there. It's more a case now of just checking his incisors, which should all be okay at this young age. He shouldn't grow any funny shapes just yet. We're going to check the jaw movement, make sure he has a nice slide, nothing catching. Once again, check the jaw movement, different way. He has a lovely move of his jaw, and now we're going to check his grind, his ability to masticate. And as you can hear from the crunch, he has a fantastic grind on both sides. Good boy Kiwi. And the last thing that we have to do is give him a rinse out with a bit of water, an antiseptic. Just any grazes, cuts, lacerations you might have had in there, and give him a clean out, and also clean the tooth dust out of the mouth. Horse would love to get you back now by spitting it all over you. Now that's the end of Kiwi. You've been absolutely fantastic. We're here for a young, unsedated horse in his first experience. Teeth all feel perfect. And he's going to be a much happier horse now. Thanks for watching.